Hey everyone, FinanceFeeds is here at the Dealers Connect event in Limassol, Cyprus. I'm joined now by Miroslav Georgiev, who's head of dealing at Taurex and Zen Connect. Miroslav, thanks for joining me today. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Since you're head of dealing, I've got all kinds of questions related to the markets. In light of the fact that Bitcoin has passed 100,000 USD in value, what is your view on where the crypto market is heading? And what do you see as the main risks? And how would you manage that risk going forward?
So, yeah, it's true that Bitcoin passed for the first time $100,000 today. It's a big move in this year. And there is a different factors which help for this move. Maybe one of the biggest is the new ETF of spot Bitcoin. This brings a lot of tail and also institutional investors in Bitcoins. So this will continue to bring additional value in the future to support the price of Bitcoin. But on the same time, a lot of institutional flow also will decrease the volatility of this asset because the people and institutions will have more options to short sell, to use some options. So if the price move is too sharp, this will be limited. So I believe more or less the environment is positive for Bitcoin, but the volatility will be decreased. Some additional factors which help to Bitcoin also that is became a new digital gold. And in next year, we expect the rates to continue to go down, which should be beneficial for all safe assets. On top of this, Trump is crypto supporter, and he has Musk in his team, which holds his own crypto. So it's a lot of factors here for Bitcoins.
Mm-hmm. I was actually going to ask you about that. I was going to say, what do you think about the fundamentals of Trump talking about the Bitcoin trust, possibly taking Bitcoin and cryptocurrency that's been basically, I guess, custodied from, let's say, illegal sources or something like that, and then maybe even using that cryptocurrency to pay off part of America's debt?
Yeah, I believe the regulation for crypto will improve most probably in next year. So this is good for this asset.
I was going to ask, what are your just more broader general expectations for the markets in 2025?
So we have several factors in, if we're talking for next year, we have several factors. One of the biggest factors is again, Trump is liked from the market. So I believe it's generally positive for stock exchange. Maybe for some sectors will be not so positive. For example, I don't know, some renewable energies, but generally the stock market should go up. Also, rates will go down. This also is positive for the market. Of course, we expect volatility. Maybe Trump will add a new trade sanction against China. So this could, at some moment, put the market down again. So this will increase volatility. More or less, I'm positive for if we're talking about stock exchange. For crypto, we just talked. Maybe another main asset is gold. Gold also is in this environment positive because all these safe assets. Of course, always we could have a recession, which is something which we can't predict. So there is increased risk for next year. But
sure. Yeah. My final question is, how much of an impact do you think prop trading has made on the brokerage industry, especially maybe like this year and maybe the last 2 years? I feel like this year, everything has been it's been like prop trading on steroids in the industry. And what is your view on how prop trading is going to impact brokers in the future?
So prop is quite new segment of the financial industry. It is still unregulated. It's a cheap way with the people with small accounts to reach the market. For example, with $500, you can buy a 100,000 account, which after that you receive 80 to 90% from the revenue, which looks very attractive for small clients. This industry get new clients which are new for this industry from one side, which is good from the market. But from the other side, they get the clients from the CFD brokers, because if you have $500, a lot of people will prefer to choose a prop trading account instead putting $500 with, 200 leverage, for example. So this takes some of the clients of the brokers. So this segment is developing. On the same time, in last year, MetaQuotes pushed out of MetaTrader big part of the industry. I mean, all unregulated brokers, and they allowed only regulated brokers to have own props in MetaTrader, which as a lot of people are somehow familiar with MetaTrader and they will prefer to use this platform. They will go to the brokers, to the regulated brokers. From one side, this is good also for the people because regulated brokers stay with their name, with their money, with their reputation behind this. So this should reduce the percentage and the scam in this industry. And I also expect in next year to have some kind of regulations because a lot of people give their money to these companies, and at the end, the regulator should somehow protect them.
Agreed.
But my understanding that this is good first for the big companies, big names, because the market will consolidate. The regulation means that we'll have less players with higher market share, and also for the other side, the bigger companies will get more clients. So.
Well, Miroslav, thanks for joining me for this quick discussion. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't think we've... Thank you.
Thank you.